I really love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to have this space to do this. And I do appreciate it a lot. I love your comments. I love it. I like when you guys say, okay, wait a minute. Like, I agree, but I don't really agree. I think it's this, and this. Because I want to hear your thoughts and what you think because it's really interesting to me. And what happens is videos start spinning out of control with your comments. Like, I'll do your comments in the morning, I'll read them in the morning, and then I'll be like, oh my God. And I'll just create like a list of notes and be like, okay, I can't wait to get on here and talk to you guys. And it pretty much stems from the comments. Let's get started. Um, Meghan's popularity is really bad. It's bad because of what they've done, but it's really bad because she's starting to become a nobody. And the Sussex squad don't want their girl to become a nobody because you don't want to start a podcast or a TIG or a memoir that nobody will buy or want to see or read or hear. Because her popularity is worse than Andrew's, which means that if Andrew wrote a book, no, it doesn't matter. People will buy Meghan's book, but not on the level that she thinks. The only thing that they're going to do, and this is what I would do, is just going to get the content that I need from it without giving it any money. And that's because I just don't support her brand. I don't support her. I don't support what she believes in and what she goes for as a fan, as just a regular person at home. I don't agree and won't and don't want to give to their causes because I don't believe it. I believe Meghan has a long road ahead of her. But here's the deal. I believe she had this plan, and the plan that she had, she was not banking on the United States turning on her. She wasn't counting on the fact that we, the American people, especially black, since she was trying to relate to us by trying to tell us that the family was racist and that we were going to be like, what? They're racist and believe it. No, that word is used way too much, way too frequently when sometimes people don't get their way. And point in case. Because Meghan said that the reason why they were racist is because the kids wasn't going to get the titles. It wasn't because of his skin color. It was because Meghan was not going to get the titles. She told us that. And then when she turns around and get them, then everybody is starting to look at her like, okay, Meghan, what game are you playing? And all during this time, the royal family keeps, you don't hear nothing. And then when you do hear it, you're feeling sorry for the royal family. But let me tell you something. Their popularity has shot straight up because Catherine looks like a princess on the stage. And I have to give it to her. When Meghan stepped onto the scene, she took the shine away from Kate. She did. But that wasn't a no-brainer, and I don't think Kate was sitting around being upset about that. That was just so stupid. But of course, Meghan was going to use that element because she used everything else. Meghan didn't leave anything to the imagination. She went full force, blown, karate kick, war, guns blazing on the royal family, the British people, and everyone that didn't agree with her. And she did it while the queen was alive and right after her death. So it's just so much that we could actually continue to break down of her character and what this woman has actually done. But I don't even think that she is prepared for what she has done to the to herself, because she is not even on the road to recovery, to fixing anything, because an award is not going to want me to be your friend because someone said it. Listen, who's them Sachs people, the people that are giving her the award? It means nothing. It means nothing. It means as much as this do. It doesn't. Her getting dressed, going there, spending the money, getting security to get there, and coming back with it, it's going to sit on the shelf and look like dust mate. Because no one sees that. All we see is this woman, not Harry. Harry didn't marry this woman to start trashing his family. Harry didn't marry this woman and decide that this was the best course of action. Harry was trying to stay in the fold. When he was in there holding her hand on that interview, did you not see Harry, or did you see Harry? Was Harry already gone or not? I think people are just going to look at Harry as the worst because the betrayal of it all. His betrayal hurt more than Meghan's. I get it, because that's his family, not just the royal family, but the British family. That's his country. That's his home. That's his roots. That's where he lives. And then he allowed her to go in on his stuff and treat it like it was nothing to her. And people are starting to see that. The dust is settling. No one wants her to go. She is almost considered one of the most disliked, I'm not going to say hate, persons in the world. That is not what she was trying to accomplish. She wanted us to feel sorry for her and say she's the one that, and Kate, she wanted us to go after Kate. This is the sinister part about it. Is that when she got through with her plan was to blackmail the royal family because the American people was going to be pissed off. Tyler Perry, Oprah, and the rest of her celebrity friends were going to be pissed off at the royal family because they were racist and because they made her suicidal. And they did all of this stuff. What was her goal in the first place if it wasn't for us to get mad at the royal family and the royal people and start saying that they're racist? Her objective was for us, the people, was to be pissed off and have an uprising against the royal family and the British people for Meghan. Because what was her end goal? First of all, and I know I went off into something else, but here it is. Because you can't tell me that she was doing it just for money. She was, and then did you see that moment on the docuseries where they all praying? Her, she's praying, Harry's praying, and Tyler Perry is praying over them. And he says something like, pretty much don't let the outside noise confuse you, stay focused and don't look at the tabloids. He knew that Meghan was struggling with that. No, that was a manipulation, Tyler Perry. She wanted you to believe she was having a hard time with the tabloids, because you can't tell me right now she's having a picnic. Because at first she was just running from one country. She was running from Great Britain, but she was lying on them, telling us that they were running her out of the country. That wasn't true. But after she lied and said that, she ran over here for protection and to tell. And for us to be upset with all of them because of how they treated poor Harry and Meghan. And that plan didn't work. It backfired. And I think for billions of reasons. People love the royal family. People don't want to hear you talk about them like that. And then what you were saying was all stupid and petty. And then it was so nasty. Like, why would you say that about your family in front of everybody? I mean, the list goes on and on. And now people are seeing her for not a very great person at all. At all. And so I don't even think we can even start talking about her building her reputation, because she's going to have to deal with some other stuff, because she hasn't even dealt with the full onslaught, just bombardment of how people really dislike her. And I say dislike, and that's a nice way of putting it. It is almost scary. Like, I would be very depressed if I was her. Like, I would be clinically depressed. And I would be like, I don't know what I did or what I said, but can we make this right? Yep. Because Meghan is being written out of history. She's being written out. They're not going to talk about the Duchess of Sussex that stayed at home. No, they're going to talk about the Harry, the guy that went. And so there is something else going on that we probably don't really know. But for her not to go, she knows that that is going to really put her in a situation where she is almost non-existent. No one's going to listen to the TIG. No one's going to listen to the podcast. No one's going to listen to that stuff and be inspired and want to care and listen to her if they don't like her. And so while she's trying to build and do, while Harry goes over there to Great Britain, no. Let me get back on subject. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I may not post this one. I'll put in the notes. Rant. Okay, let me pause. Okay. So I heard that Meghan was sending pictures and videos, and one of you told me, thank you. One of my subscribers told me that she's sending pictures, she's sending little videos of Archie and little Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie to show Papa Charles or Grandpa Charles. No, that doesn't mean that Harry and Meghan are doing good at all. And that's not Meghan being the mother of the year or the relative of the year or trying to do something nice for the family. Nope. No, I think that's her PR team trying to help. Y'all got a long way to go. That means nothing. One of my subscribers said that, I believe it was Gina. She said, well, they can still see the kids. Charles can still go and see the kids. In what capacity? What? They're going to get invited to something again? Nope. They'll never be invited again. Okay? Because you're not going to keep inviting someone that it won't reply and that cause drama and that really don't want to be there and really not showing an interest in being a part of the family. Just showing an interest of how I can get what I want from this family. Never ever seeing seeing it from other people's lenses, only seeing it from her lens. And that's what people are starting to see and to scare them about Meghan. That, because it's scary to know that this is a real person and that nothing has changed. And now it's seeping everywhere. Everybody is hearing about it. Point in case, John Lynn something, okay? Let me spell John, and I believe it's Lennon. Okay. He tells Harry and Meghan to, and I'm going to say the word, and I usually don't say it, and I hope I can say it. I'll spell it. Fuck off. That's what he told him. That's what he told him. He's some type of, he does something. I didn't get his title, but he is someone of influence. And so he told them to F off. That's hate. That's hate. Get out of here. Go, leave the United States. Leave Great Britain. Don't come back. Go over somewhere and hide. And don't mention your names for a very, very long time because no one wants to hear it. And see, I thought that her hanging out with Tyler Perry, that we would start seeing a difference. I said, well, you know, she's hanging out with Tyler Perry, so they're going to get a good relationship. And then maybe Meghan will start coming around and being a better person. No. No. That is, it blows my mind. Listen to this. Listen to this. I really did, because Tyler Perry's a church. He's God-fearing. He loves the Lord. He's that. He's all about God. That he is. And so I said, them two connecting like that should change a lot about Meghan, because he's going to help her through this stuff, even during the prayer. Remember, there was a prayer, and I probably already said it, but I'm going to say it again, because the prayer keeps coming to me. And so, remember when they were praying about how Meghan's popularity and the tabloids, and don't really worry about that. Like, he prayed over Meghan, okay? And on the somebody did on the docuseries. Because that was like the last scene. And so my thought was, well, you know, at the end, I was like, well, wow. I said, there may be hope. I said, she's praying, she might connect there, and some stuff might start being revealed to her, how she can like dig her way out of this, because they're into some stuff. And I don't think that they really know how bad they have really done. Because here's the thing, now you're hearing they're not racist, that Meghan, they did get the titles, Meghan's not going to the coronation. I mean, everything is starting to backfire about what she said about the royal family. It's not coming to true. So people are calling her a hypocrite. This guy told them to fuck off. And then that actress came out and said that she knew what she was doing. Chris Rock, South Park. And it just continues. It's going to get worse. Because it's going to get worse because more and more people are going to start realizing how sinister. And she's not going to be able to put the blame on Harry. Sorry. She wants to. She's trying to keep her hands off of it as much as she can. She didn't tour with him during the book tour. She wasn't there. No. She wasn't there at the court. She wasn't there on his therapy session when he was talking about how many drugs he has taken. Why wasn't she in the audience then? No. She's trying to make sure that her hands stay clean. No, your hands are not clean. And when you get ready to divorce him because you're through, your credibility is shot. And I'm going to believe everything that Harry says. Everything. I'm going to say she's lying. She would have to show me a picture of Harry actually doing it for me to believe anything that she says about anyone, because her credibility sucks. Because Meghan has a problem with taking any responsibility for anything that she does. And she loves to blame everybody else. An ant. It's the ant's fault that crawled in front of me. Yep. No. Not that, oh, maybe I need to, just something stupid. Like it's someone else's fault. It's crazy. Meghan's life as a royal, it has ended, in my opinion. Meghan is no longer royalty, not in that sense. She's the watered down, wash me down, Montecito, the other side of Hollywood, whatever side that is, princess. She's not a princess, and that sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks because she's supposed to be a princess, but she gave that up. She did. I realized that this week. The shock, the recap of the week is that Letitia has just finally realized that Meghan's connection to the royal family is really non-existing other than her husband. She has no rank, no pull. They removed the cottage. They're removing traces of them. They're removing they're not removing they're just removing the traces. They don't need the Frogmore cottage, just move it on. They don't need a special room. When they come over here, they got to make arrangements. And we'll help them do that. But they are not senior working royals. They are no longer working royals. So I don't know where they fit. Like, they're down here. Like, you're not even in the royal thing. Even you're not a senior working royal. You're not even up here anymore. Your status went way down. And I don't know when that, I think that she was trying to hang on to that status. And that's why she came out and trashed the family and to make money. But she needed the royal family to feel like they were the ones that were the wolves, because they wouldn't give Meghan what she wanted. And you can see that with the demands of the coronation. The balcony, the Archie's name, the tiara, everything. And so when the Queen told them to get out, when the Queen told them no, in or out, they chose out, but Meghan still wanted to be in. And she felt like, we have got to figure out a way to stay in. And the only way we can do that is why would she go in on the family that rough, that bad? Like, why would you tell their secrets? Why would you talk about their phone messages? Why would you even, the spies wouldn't even do what they did. Spies wouldn't even give out that. People just don't do that. I wouldn't do that to my sister. I wouldn't do that to anyone, but this is the things that they did. But she still wants that, and she's not connected to them anymore. That I just realized that, and it's a sad day. It is a really sad, sad situation, because she's not connected anymore. And that's probably why the Queen was like, they're mad. You are no longer going to be in the front ever again. Ever. We will never see her do this or do a walkabout. That was her last walkabout. And don't that suck? Because Sussex squad encouraging. You know what I said? I said, what is the purpose of the Sussex squad? Because if I was on the Sussex squad, I would be trying to give her advice. I wouldn't be over there talking about, go, yeah, you don't need to go, screw them. No. No, you need to go because you need to stay relevant. You need to continue to try your best to stay connected at all costs. Because that is why you are even important. That's it. That is the only reason why that we talk about you, idiot. She is becoming an idiot. I thought she knew what she was doing, but I'm starting to think that she doesn't, because she is finna be written out of the history books, and her kids are too. So I thought that she was getting a title, so when she go over there, at least, they can be, because She ain't got to be in the program and still be written in to be in history, Sussex squad. At least I would have been over there pumping her up and saying, go, go. You need to go. You need to represent. You need to represent. Because you can't tell me Meghan isn't watching her squad help her. That's not a good squad if they are giving you that type of information, because you have ruined it for yourself and any chance of being a black princess for us all. There's no hope anymore. How is there? She's not in the front. She's not on the balcony. She's not in the car where you see her drive past. You won't see her again. I haven't seen any unworking royals. Have you? I haven't seen them. Always see the head. The Queen, Charles, William, Catherine, and all the, and then you don't even see the non-work. You see them, but they're in the back. And then you got to wait. So we're going to have to wait till Meghan pass, but she won't be in that line. Because they won't be invited to anything else. It's over. There's no events. They're not inviting her to a wedding. They're not inviting her and Harry to Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving. Have they ever? Recently? So what is she going to get on her podcast and talk about? What she did before she met Harry? Because don't nobody give a damn. Excuse the language. We don't. I don't care about her climbing out of a car. I don't care. See, I don't want to talk about it. So, it wasn't a good move for her not to go. It's just not a good move. I don't care what people said, what happened, what triggered, what. It's good that she's not going, whatever. It wasn't a good play on the Sussex squad for her not to go for billions of reasons. Because it continues to be about Meghan. We talked about some reasons yesterday and before. Letting Charles see his kids. And on and on and on and on. So I think I'm going to shut it down. Let me just make... Okay, so... Always go back and I'll find something I missed and then I didn't get to... I'm going to read and then I'm not going to even say anything about it. I'm just going to read it. But check this out. People are saying, and I said it too, that Harry can go and start a relationship with his dad now that he's going home. No, he cannot. He will never be able to have a relationship with Meghan. And I agree. Someone else is saying that. A lot of people are saying that. He will never be able to have a bond, a relationship with his dad as long as he's married to her. As long as he's still connected to her. As long as he's still sleeping with her. As long as he's still listening to her. Because she is sinister. And she doesn't want him to have a relationship with his father, because she told us that Harry lost his father like she lost hers. They both lost their fathers, which tells me that she was never planning on having a relationship with either side of the family, because she was going to keep it frictiony and keep it trashy and keep it like this, because she thought that we were going to be on her side and that it was going to be okay to release another book or a memoir or more trash. But she's realizing that this ain't a good angle. But my point is that there's no relationship with his daddy because he's sleeping with the enemy. And the enemy don't want him to have a relationship with anybody but her, because she's scared I don't know if she's scared he's going to leave her for whatever reason. But she doesn't want him taking advice from anybody else but from her. She wants the control. But as you can see, as she's been driving, how bad the situation keeps getting. But if Harry tried or helped or thought, and the only time that I see him actually taking the wheel is him deciding to go see his dad. I don't give a damn why he decided to go. He's going. Can you imagine? Okay, I can't. I'm going to be crowned queen and Kara's talking about she ain't coming home. Oh, yes, you are. No, but he got a woman next to him, not encouraging him, not empowering him, but she's going to get an award for it. She's not standing by his side. She should have went anyway because she helped destroy this relationship. So she should be a part of it. Regardless, every time he steps up into the UK, she needs to be hanging on to his ASS. Sorry about the swearing, and it's Sunday. Please forgive me. I will not be doing that. I promise you. It's just got a little heated. I'm done. I'm done. I said I was done. I'm lecturing and I'm going off. But no, Meghan is becoming non-existent. She is. My conversations are, I'm getting excited about the coronation. I know you can feel it in the air. You can feel it. It is so exciting because it's countdown time, you know? And it's so exciting. And in your mind, you say to yourself, and even if you don't want it there, what an idiot to miss it. It's almost like how things only happen every billion years, and then you get to see it. That's why I don't understand how Fergie ain't going